1492, Columbus discovers tobacco in the New World. 1586, Virginia colonists return to England smoking pipes. As this habit quickly spreads, tobacco takes root in English society. In 1660, Charles II returns from exile in Paris and introduces snuff. Snuff then becomes the aristocratic form of tobacco use. 1730, first American tobacco factories are established in Virginia as it becomes increasingly popular. 1826, cigar smoking becomes very popular in England. In 1852, the matchstick was invented, making smoking more convenient. 1908, Children's Act bans the sale of tobacco and related products to kids under 16 years old. 1912, first strong connection made between smoking and lung cancer. 1916, cigarette smoking becomes widespread among soldiers as tobacco is included in army rations during the First World War. 1936, Britain has highest lung cancer rate in the world. 1939, as part of the war effort, cigarettes again included in soldiers' rations, tobacco companies send out millions of free cigarettes. 1947, a massive 43% increase in cigarette tax results in a 14% drop in cigarette consumption. 1965, British government bans cigarette advertising on television. 1971, cigarette products began carrying label warnings about the health risks. 1976, Professor Richard publishes results from a 20-year ongoing study of smokers. His conclusion: 1 in 3 smokers die from the habit. 2006, ban in public places comes into effect in Scotland and England. From October 2015, there will be a ban on smoking in cars with children on board. The Leicester Stop Smoking service helps people who want to quit smoking by offering various services and methods to help you stop smoking. Most NHS trusts have these services if you're looking for support to quit smoking.
Well, we use the evidence-based treatment program, so that includes your pharmacotherapy, which is nicotine replacement therapy, and of course provide behavioural support as well. We also recommend varenicline, also known as Champix or Zyban, and that's the sort of standard treatment that we provide for our patients.
Oh, so a year and a half ago when I started college, I think I got addicted to the idea of smoking something, having something in my mouth to smoke, and then sort of cigarettes just came about after that, and then, before you know it, you're smoking every day. It's like in a week. Hopefully only £5 a week, but I'm going off buying 25 grams and spending, a tenner in a week on baccy, something that kills me. It's stupid, but...
14 and a half. I had my first fag when I was really, really drunk. And then I thought in the morning, I could try that again, which was extremely stupid of me. It would be quite a lot if I bought boxes of cigarettes, because they're about 6 or 8 quid per box, 6, 7 quid, yeah, something like that. But I smoke roll-ups, which is about 8 quid per pouch, which will last me a week, maybe a week and a half at a push, along with filters and extra Rizzlers, and if you need it, and a lighter. It's no more than £10 a week. I suppose it's one of those when you think, I've only been smoking for a little bit and I'm only young, it probably won't happen, but it's one of those where you could smoke for a year and it will happen, or you could smoke for 50 years and it might happen. It's one of those where I think if it's going to happen, it's kind of almost got to be in you already. I will stop smoking eventually, like I've always said, like for example, if I'm going to have a kid. It means like it's not just me being affected by it, it's them as well, which is unfair, and I'm aware of that, and so I'm not going to do it.
My name's Tom McCabe. I'm the general manager at the Saracen's Head. I've been in the pub trade for about 8 to 10 years now. Yes, I've been smoking for 15 years now, so a long time really. I've tried to quit smoking a few times now. The longest time I quit smoking was for 6 years. 6 months, sorry, not 6 years. That was with the help of the doctors on the Zyban tablets as well, so I tried a few different things.
No, I don't smoke, but my boyfriend does, and I absolutely hate it. It really does annoy me when like everybody else is going for cigarette breaks and I don't get a break. Like sometimes I wish I did smoke because that way I'd get a break.
1 in 6 UK adults currently smoke cigarettes. This equates to an estimated 9.4 million people in the UK are adult cigarette smokers. This is about a sixth of the total UK population. In Great Britain, 22% of adult men and 17% of adult women are smokers. Smoking prevalence is highest in the 25 to 34 age group and lowest amongst those aged 60 and over. 2/3 of smokers start the habit before age 18.
My take on e-cigarettes is that they have been a very interesting way of attracting people to the idea of stopping smoking who'd never ever thought that they would do that at all. We hear from service users that maybe they've been introduced to the idea through seeing somebody else using one, maybe standing outside a pub and they thought they'd give it a go. And for the most part, I think they've been quite fascinated, haven't they, with how easy it's been to stop using combustible tobacco and get their nicotine from an electronic cigarette, which you have to say, they're not electronic, they're not cigarettes. They're devices that help people get their nicotine in a safe way. Because people smoke for the nicotine, but they die from the tar and the carbon monoxide.
The only benefit is the flavour. You get a multitude of flavours. There's no tax on it, and you can smoke it when you're at the bar as well. They're like the only advantages to it. It's not. You still get the same feeling, but it's not the same as like a proper cigarette. If I had to choose between the two, I'd rather have a normal cigarette. Because the thing is, though, with the electric fags, they're okay, they're cheap, fine. But you got to charge them, like, constantly. The battery's awful on it. But it's alright. I think what happens as well is I find I cough a lot more on the electric one because obviously it's dense water, and obviously you get the water in the back of your throat.
I don't think I'd get one of those, like, little e-cigarettes or anything like that, because the fact I do know is nicotine flushes out of your body after 72 hours. So I think I'd just go cold turkey, get through those 72 hours, and then the physical addiction will be gone. However, it's then the kind of psychological, mental addiction that you'd have to get through. But I think that would fade over time. You can always replace it with something else, like eating more cake or something, for example.
This is a walkthrough on how to assemble an e-vaporizer. There is your 3-pin UK plug, which attaches to your USB adapter for charging purposes. You then have a filter or a reservoir, which then you put the liquid into the reservoir. The reservoir or filter is attached to the mouthpiece. The bottom of the cigarette goes into the USB adapter, which is attached to the plug, to charge it. After you've charged it, you attach the bottom of the cigarette to the filter. And you are ready to smoke your e-vaporizer.